Tom, we are going to wrap this up, and we set out on this journey today to answer two seminal questions. One, how does this really impact your dealership? And two, what does your dealership need to do about it? I think you've covered everything. But as we close, I just wanted to share from the ground level where I'm at every day, helping our clients go further, faster, and safer. I've had this question 3 times, and I want you to give our audience some guidance. The question or statement went in and around like this: Jesse, this FTC thing, they're only going to come after me if I have an incident. I'm going to defer some of this work to next year. What would you say to somebody that tells you that?
Well, I would say that it's certainly a business decision that they can make. It's a risk decision. It's very risky. The FTC, obviously the safeguards rule is not in effect yet, so I can't rate that. I can't say, right, are they going to enforce this and look at it from a sort of IRS standpoint of we're going to go out and enforce it, or we're going to wait till, people will say this with HIPAA all the time. It's only after the breach that people get fined, and they're somewhat right. Although under President Obama, they started auditing people, and then after that, it got repealed. And the bottom line is that this is your obligation to your customers. So let's ignore the FTC, right? It's your fiduciary duty to protect your customers' information. And if you're a business that doesn't want to do that, then that's kind of scary, right? Right. So, I think that it's the enforcement side of it. Yes, I think it's going to happen. The FTC has not been shy about going after people for things like the False Claims Act and other privacy-related things. So I'll give you an example. A big hotel chain that you've heard of, they had on their website, "We value your privacy and your personal information," or whatever it said. So they had 3 data breaches in a matter of about 18 months. The FTC went after them saying, "You said this and you didn't do it." So, wow. And they won. The FTC won a huge settlement. Now, the FTC, here's the FTC's thing is they don't want the money usually. They want an enforcement against you, and then they're going to come to you and say, "Hey, we will waive this money, but you need to listen. You need to let us audit you for 20 years, 20 years, right? To make sure you're still doing everything and doing your thing." So
talk about slowing down and going backwards. Having them in your shop for 20 years would not be my idea of progress. And I think the other thing too is when what at least in my experience, when we've seen these types of things happen, it's a really bad thing. Sometimes they say, "Well, Tom, you can either pay this amount in fines or you can invest this much money in your cybersecurity program." The goal is obviously that. And that's really what they're trying to get people to do. But I think you're wise to say it's a business decision. We can't evaluate your risk that you're willing to put on this. We just hope that you take it seriously enough today. From Tom and Jesse at Catalyst and Foresight, we so appreciate you guys joining us. I think, Tom, we set out to accomplish those 2 things and answer, in large part, broken down strategy and how you can achieve more compliance and alignment to the FTC safeguards rule. Guys, it's okay to get help. And we have, some really, really bright people. If you're looking for a complimentary conversation, we're happy to have it with you. No strings attached. But if you don't do it with us, do it with somebody, because your brand and reputation are at stake. And in many instances, the legacy that you guys have been building in your business is on the line in this type of scenario. Thanks for joining, Tom. I appreciate you. And I'll let you get back to shoveling some snow.